Hi guys, it is Margie from Reclaimed by Ramsey and welcome back to our channel. I have a great video planned for you today. I have 5 thrift store items that I found when I was out thrifting with my daughter-in-law, and I'm so excited to show you how I have given new life to them that fits in with the farmhouse theme that we like to do. So on with the video. The first thing I need to do is get this old paper off of this piece, and all I did was clean it with some LA Awesome and use my little utility knife and just scrape it off and wipe it down clean. Next, I'm just going to use my Rust-Oleum spray paint in a flat matte white and just give it 3 light coats, letting it dry completely in between. That's really important. Now I'm just taping down the stencil that I want to use, and I'm covering up the wording that I don't want to use with my blue tape. I'm using Heirloom Traditions paint in the color Iron Gate, and I will link that below. When stenciling, it's really important to not overload your brush. So I always offload mine onto a cardboard or piece of paper before I head over to the stencil, and then I just dab up and down. You don't want to go back and forth when you're stenciling. Now I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'm going to take some 220 grit sandpaper and just sand the edges, and I'm just going to give it a light sanding just to show a little bit of wear, just so a little bit of that dark brown comes back through. Adding floral foam that I get at the Dollar Tree. I like to cut a lot of my florals apart, and yes, I know I should use nippers for this, but I couldn't find them, so scissors it was, guys. Now I'm just going to be spacing these out, pushing them down into the floral foam, kind of filling it out how I like it, and then I will come back in with some Spanish moss that I also get at the Dollar Tree, and then just continue adding until it looks like I like it. Here I'm just adding a popsicle stick or two to the end of my cotton blossom so it will fit better. And here I'm just adding some fake Scrabble tiles that I got at Walmart to some popsicle sticks to make pumpkin patch. I think it's adorable. I somehow lost the footage of me adding all the flowers, but here I'm just adding a little bit of jute cord around the ends of the handle, just for a little added flair. So tell me in the comments what you think. This one is so simple. I'm just going to add a little white wax and put the string that was on it right back on. Fill it with some rocks and add a succulent. How easy is that? adding white wax is a great way to lighten up a paint color if it's too dark. I wasn't happy with it when I first got it, but I love it now. This next project, I'm going to be using some rub-on decals that I also get at the Dollar Tree. These are fantastic for little projects just like this. I simply cut out the letters and place them where I want, being careful not to take the backing off until I'm ready to apply them. I always try to start with my middle letters so that I get it centered just right. Now I'm just going to seal it with some hemp oil from Dixie Belle. Someone had the right idea by distressing this basket, but the color underneath was still too light, so when they started distressing it, you couldn't really see it. So I'm simply going over those hard edges with a black Sharpie marker and then squishing it back a little bit with my fingers just to give some added dimensions. Then I'm going to go over all the little nail holes and give those a little bit of dimension also. You'll see in the end, it just makes the whole thing pop. Oh my goodness, I just love it now. Doesn't it look fantastic? It's amazing what a little bit of a Sharpie marker can do, right? Next, I'm going to give this mirror a couple of coats of all-in-one paint from Heirloom Traditions in the color Cashmere. I'll be sure to link it below. Be careful not to scrape your mirror when you're scraping your paint off. Now I'm just going to take a damp rag and wait till you see how easily this paint comes off, and oh my goodness, the results are beautiful. Doesn't it look fantastic? I just love it. So guys, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe. We are trying to get new content up a couple times a week. Hopefully we'll get on a schedule here pretty soon, but we're still new to the whole video editing idea, so bear with us for a little bit. But if you could, give us a thumbs up, do the liking and the sharing and all of those things, and please comment and tell me what your favorite thing was that we made today and what type of content you would like to see. We do also do furniture. That's the bulk of our business, is furniture sales, furniture flipping. So if you'd like to see some furniture, just let us know in the comments and we'll be happy to do that. Again, this is Margie from Reclaimed by Ramsey, and I'm so glad that you were here. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.